Well, hello, hello. It has been, according to my last message, 6 months, which is a surprising number, and I'll tell you why it's surprising in a minute. Um, but it's surprising to me because I've been in bed pretty much for the past, I guess, 6 months. Um, I went through a bad period after the Electric Daisy Carnival. It was some giant rave like 6 months ago, and I was going to catch up with Deadmau5 and try to get a picture, and my wheelchair died as I was doing a wheelie. Should have been doing a wheelie, granted, but whatever. And the wheelchair died. So what happened after that was that I had to get pushed home, and my whole entire life changed because I realized that the brain of my wheelchair was completely broken, which is a 10-year-old wheelchair, so that makes sense. Um, and then everything in my van broke. But the real problem came the next day when I had to rent a wheelchair. I couldn't find one that fit me because the only one that was available was one for somebody that's 350 pounds. That's not me. I'm 95 pounds, so my option was a Rascal. The only down part was that they're not really meant for handicapped people. So I attempted to survive for the next couple of days in this Rascal, and I fell out of it the first day, right on the floor, and I hurt like a mofo. And the second day, I fell out of it again. Not on purpose, of course, but just because I'm not used to the Rascal. I'm used to my wheelchair. And the third day, I'm in the back of my car while my friend's driving it, and the stupid Rascal tips over, and I smash my head into my titanium wheelchair that was sitting in the back seat. So that was great. And that pretty much put me in a state of like ultimate weakness and just laying in bed for a sad amount of time, because for me, like, somebody who's always active and on the go, I really don't like to be in bed. And it's almost, it started to depress me, but I'm getting out of it, because I don't like being in bed, and I don't want it to be my deathbed. If anything, if I'm gonna die anywhere, it's gonna be doing something freaking a hell of a lot of fun. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time dying in a lame kind of way. That's a stupid thing to do. So I'm up, and as some people saw, I uploaded a video that was me getting out of bed because I haven't been blogging, but I'm finally starting to regain a little bit of energy, kind of. Usually it's out of bed once a week, but I made it out I made it out once last week for my buddy Paul's show, Rajas. It was awesome, and I made it out tonight as well for uh, for the Zappa Plays Zappa band. I'm friends with a bunch of the musicians in the group, and it was incredible to see Frank Zappa's music. Uh, so I'm happy to be like back, running. But the thing is, the van is screwed. The lift doesn't work, so I always have to be with somebody. Um, and my mom's been with me since the 4th of July because. Are you gonna say hi?
Say hi.
She's gonna come say hi. Mom's gonna say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, that's Mom Dukes, and I called her because my wheelchair broke and I fell out of it, so I was screwed. And I didn't have enough money for a caretaker because the state of California sucks, and doesn't really care about the dying people that live in it. So it's a little disappointing. What they pay me is really almost like a death sentence. But she's been here supporting me, making it possible for me to live, and it was great. I mean, tonight I got to see some of my old friends and some of my friends that are musicians. I got to see Danny tonight. I got to see Blair. I got to see Ryan. I got to see Eric. I got to see Junior. It was a big surprise. Bill Steinway. I got to see all the people that I actually care about in LA. So it was a very nice surprise. And tomorrow night's Volto, and that's always fun. Because you never know what Danny has up his sleeve for the end of the night. But other than that, it's a true privilege and an honor to be back, in the circle and, out of bed. Like I said, the reason why I haven't been here on YouTube and the reason why my website's down now is because of some transfer. But I've just been so sick that I haven't even been able to answer my phone call lately. I've been smoking more and more than I've ever needed to, just to gain an appetite. So it's I know I'm rambling at this point, but pretty much I'm just trying to explain where I've been, for all those who care, and I have a lot of footage from a lot of different events, from a lot of different things, just concerts, road trips, people, just people are important to me, and I'm gonna start getting back into editing and get back into the videos because I actually do enjoy it somewhat when I'm doing it, and I get asked to do them. So I mean, for some reason, other people enjoy them, and who am I to say no? So I'm happy to do it, and like I said, I'm not allowed to work, so I'm 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 yours, and I have to say that I'm very happy to be back online because just to receive the messages from my friends on YouTube, it's nice to see that they actually care, especially living in a city where absolutely nobody cares. Um, well, I'm lying, not absolutely nobody. It's the exception of a very few people, but sadly, they have to keep to themselves so much and keep so closed of a circle because LA is one weird freaking place. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because we're going on 6.5 minutes. But I don't really care because it's the first blog entry or second in 6 months. So you can either love it or hate it. Most people, that's their opinion with me. They love me or they hate me. So I really don't care. But I love you. That's the most important part because you take the time to watch. Obviously, if you're still listening to this. So props goes out to the Zappa Play Zappa band because you guys rocked it tonight. Thank you, Joe. He's the drummer, Joe Travers. Check him out. He's amazing. Thank you for the tickets and the wristbands and all the other good stuff. And by the way, I'm going to Australia and Hawaii, but I'm going to tell you all about that tomorrow. So for tonight, I love you and good night. And thank you for listening to me ramble for 7 minutes and 10 seconds. I know it's not easy, but lots has happened, so I feel like I got a lot of explaining to do, but it'll be less and less, don't worry. Anyway, I love you all. Good night.